Nissan Sentra. This is an SL trim model. We're going to talk about performance and comfort and convenience today. So this Sentra is powered by a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine. It gets a nice, satisfying 130 miles per hour. It gets up to 39 miles per gallon on the highway, and it averages 33 miles per gallon, which means it gets about 100 miles range for every 3 gallons of gas used. So you can go over 400 miles on this car, on a trip, on a vacation, etc., before you even have to fill up, which makes it really convenient. It's also mated with a Cvt transmission. This is a Cvt transmission that Nissan has used for over a decade, and every generation that comes out, they constantly improve upon it. The previous generation Cvt was powered by a steel belt, and was improved upon in the 15 Sentra with the planetary gear set. And what all that technical stuff means, basically, is it's more efficient, it's smoother, provides you with a quiet, smooth operation while you're driving, and it's a lot of fun to drive, which we'll experience later on. The Sentra also is equipped with stabilizer bars, which if y'all have ever taken a turn, a sharp turn in a vehicle, you know what happens? You have a tendency to be pushed to the outside of the curb. Well, that's because the car is also pushing to the outside of the curb. And the stabilizer bars help minimize that body roll. Not that the car would ever flip over, but it makes it more comfortable when you're sitting in the car, so you're not doing one of these back and forth, going through an S-turn. Well, we're going to leave that up for now. We'll come back to that. So, you can see you've got 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels on this vehicle. Not only do they look better than steel wheels with wheel covers, it actually improves the vehicle's performance. They're a lighter compound than the steel wheels, so it improves your fuel economy. It also improves vehicle acceleration. Also, you'll see, and as well, because it's lighter actually, it helps absorb those imperfections on the road, which translate to a more comfortable cabin ride. You'll notice this green cap here. A lot of times you'll see black or silver caps on vehicles. That green cap means that we've used nitrogen to fill these tires. That's different than just regular oxygen by a couple different ways. The nitrogen molecules are larger molecules, so it fills the tire better, and it stabilizes the pressure under temperature fluctuations. So, especially this time of year, when it gets so cold at night, and then you've got the sun that comes out and you know, heats everything up, that nitrogen will help stabilize your tire pressure so you don't get tire pressure warnings on your dash, and it's just kind of annoying, right? Also, properly inflated tires will help improve fuel economy as well. So that's a great service that we provide with that nitrogen. Looking at, actually I want to show you a couple things in here real quick. So, as stated before, this is a compact sedan, but this rear seat, and actually I'm going to adjust, you saw earlier a 6'6" person sitting in the driver's seat. This is about adjusting for me. I'm of average height, I would say. I heard a sneaker somewhere. But this back seat, this rear seat legroom, is not only the most rear seat legroom for its segment, but it's also more legroom than almost all your mid-size sedans and a lot of full-size sedans. And to that note, this is actually more rear seat legroom than Nissan's bigger Altima and Maxima both, which is insane. I mean, I'm sitting in this, and I've got probably close to a foot of rear seat legroom in the back. Also, if you notice, this the seat cushion sits a little lower than some other vehicles, because most buyers are going to have smaller children. They're going to have maybe kids in car seats, or even kids that are in between that age with the booster seat or not needing a booster seat. But having it a little lower, it makes it more comfortable for your children, and safer as well. When we go around to the trunk here, again, kind of continuing that theme on the rear seat legroom, the Sentra has one of the largest cargo areas in the trunk in its class. And again, more so than some mid-size sedans. It's 15.1 cubic feet, but to really kind of illustrate that, you could easily fit, even with the seat backs up, you could fit a couple large briefcases or carry-on luggage, and also you can still fit person in here. So, you can almost say this is a 6-passenger vehicle, but that's not big enough. But if you ever did need more cargo capacity, I've illustrated that you can fold these seat backs down. But you know, my wife, for example, one of her previous vehicles, the only way you could do that was through pulling on straps through the rear, and it was really a hassle. They made it really easy with the Sentra. There's a knob, and it's very easy to lift up, one-handed operation. And there's so much rear seat room in back here, you don't have to move these front seats up like you do in some other vehicles. So it's just very, very convenient. One thing I wanted to touch on briefly was we use a product called Simonize, a service that we provide, and it's basically exterior and interior protection on the vehicle. Not only does it keep your vehicle looking like new for as long as possible, but you know, a clean car is a happy car, right? So Nissan, when they do research and development, they test these vehicles in wind tunnels for fuel efficiency and performance, and any kind of debris or mud or bug splatterings, etc. They're all going to adversely affect the performance and fuel economy. And that Simonize product really helps minimize tar and bird droppings and acid rain and again bugs, etc. from adhering to the vehicle, making it very easy for it to come off. Also helps protect your interior, so when your kids spill that Kool-Aid, it's easy to wipe off. So, Wes, if you would actually have a seat for me there, please, sir. I want to jump around the other side and demonstrate a couple things. Look at how much legroom you have in the front there, sir. All right, let's see if I can get this thing. There we go. Now, one really cool thing about this vehicle, and I see my passengers go. That's fine. Go ahead. You're good. Now you can get out. We won't suffocate you in there. So the Sentra is equipped with the Nissan Intelligent Key. This is much more than just keyless operation. Of course, you have your standard lock, unlock, trunk release, and panic button on here. But with the key in my pocket is my absolute favorite feature about Nissan, this Intelligent Key. The car is clearly unlocked right now, but with one-handed operation, never have to take my key out of my pocket or my fanny pack or book bag. You can push this button and it locks all the doors. And you know that you've locked it. You can hear the lock, but you also hear the audible tone to let you know that you've locked the vehicle. To unlock it, again, one-handed operation, never having to take the key out of my pocket or fanny pack. You can see that I've unlocked the car. If my wife and kids are with me, again, I'm going to lock the car. But if my wife and kids are with me, and they need to get in the vehicle, I can push the button twice within 5 seconds. And again, that audible tone, and all the doors are unlocked. This is going to save you some money. Have you ever locked your keys in your car? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not only is it a hassle, not only does it happen at 11 o'clock at night on a Sunday, you have to call your locksmith or a locksmith. And how much do they charge you? A couple $100, whatever they want, right? Because it's Sunday night at 11 o'clock, pouring down rain. You leave your keys in the car, you go to close it and go to lock it. Again, of course, you can only lock it with the button if your keys are in the car. It gives you a rapid, audible tone and does not allow you to lock the keys in the car. So, Wes, if you get back in the passenger seat for me, sir. I want to explain some features on the interior. So, very comfortable car, you can see. Plenty of legroom for yourself. And again, how tall are you?
I'm a little over 6 feet.
And can you look up above you? Do you have plenty of headroom there?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. Using your armrest on the side, you've got soft touch surfaces there. Nice heated seats. We're actually going to turn this car on, just not start it because we don't want it to die from the fumes. But you can see you've got automatic window control here for automatic down and up. Cup holders they're actually designed to fit bottles of water or your thermoses, I guess. A lot of compact cars basically only have this slit in the door panel, which make it virtually useless. So very convenient. You've got some buttons here. You may have some trouble seeing from that side. But a couple that I want to hit on is this Eco and Sport mode. These two buttons alter your transmission shift points, your throttle sensitivity, and your steering response to help encourage you to drive more efficiently in eco mode, or you can drive a little more aggressively in sport mode, depending on how you're feeling that day. Lots of information up on the cluster here, making it convenient to read, easy to read, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road and minimize distractions. Convenient buttons here for your Bluetooth, so you can speak on a phone call, and also you can stream your digital music that way as well. Volume controls here, cruise controls on the side here, and you can also cycle through your menu options, all without taking your hands off the vehicle. Automatic temperature control, you don't have to fight for the proper temperature. I don't have to fight for the proper temperature. If you're a little more warm-blooded than I am, piece of cake, everyone's happy. Nice color display up here. Of course, standard radio, I mean every car has radio of course, but this does come equipped with 3 months free of XM satellite radio, which is fantastic when you're driving to California and you're searching through all the hundreds of crappy radio stations out there. XM has great stations. There's also an apps button here, which when you pair your Bluetooth phone to it, you have access to things like Google Send to Car and Pandora, etc. Heated seats, which is great during this time of year, so you don't freeze your buns off, literally. So I'm actually going to get one of my product specialists to talk to you a little bit more about this vehicle. I think Wes did a good job of it earlier, but let's go ahead and take it for a ride.
All right.